Nintendo has always kind of been a weird company. If you've kept up to date with them, they've had issues giving people like cease and desists for like hosting Smash tournaments on like other websites. They've like taken people's videos on YouTube and like all their money because they used music from games. They had this stupid thing for a while. I'm not sure if anyone really remembers this, but they had a thing where they partnered with YouTube and they told creators, "Hey, we'll give you money if you play our games, but you can only play our games, and it's in writing. It will be in our contract. And if you don't, if you play like another game, you lose out on the money, and you can get in trouble." Which that fell through pretty quick because uh, but now recently they're like, you know what? We're already on thin ice with our fans, so our supporters who have given us money uh, throughout all our mistakes for many decades, we're now going to charge them $80 a game when our new console comes out because that's a smart business decision. Let's see how many times we can screw over the people who keep our company afloat and see if they'll stick around. Uh, and the thing about it, which kind of scares me, is they'll do this and they'll probably have backlash for a while, but then after they've gone through the backlash, like one of two things is going to happen. Either people, which is what I've been doing, I've just stopped like getting new games at this point. I've just been playing old like games in general, Nintendo games, but just no like old games in general because especially with PS4 and like Xbox games, you're paying like what 59.99 a game. But if Nintendo goes through and they're like, we're gonna charge $80 for our game, and they go through and they handle all the backlash, I really feel like companies are gonna start being like, they did this, they already took the brunt of the backlash. We can just go do it now. And so then they're gonna be charging 80, $90 a game, and either most of the people will just play old games and stop supporting companies that obviously don't care, who have shown multiple times that they don't care, like Microsoft, for example, with that whole mess of a movie. You can think of it what you want. It's just kind of a stupid movie, and that's fine. Like, it can be comedic, but like the fact that in the game and also just in the movie they refuse to listen to the people that support them. They refuse to listen about like stuff to add to the game. They refuse to like even make the people Minecraft people in the Minecraft movie. They're nobody, no disrespect to Jack Black, but nobody looks at Jack Black and says, "This is Steve from Minecraft." See all the memes on TikTok of people like getting the Steve action figure. It's like, "Mom, I want the 40-year-old, the overweight 40-year-old from Minecraft." Like, that's not Steve. Like, you could have had him voice Steve maybe, but that's not Steve. But Microsoft's done stuff like that. But either people are going to finally break away from those companies or they're going to just kind of roll over and deal with it, which will just allow for uh more monetary uh more screwing over of in monetary ways, which is going to be fun to deal with. I mean, because even like especially for Nintendo, because like what Nintendo games are what like maybe $30. New ones might be like more than that, but like 30, $40, maybe 50. Now they're 80 a game. You have to pay 80 for the new Legend of Zelda game, 80 for the new like Mario game. For what? like like with Mario Kart, it's kind of cool that you get to play with like all the extra characters like the penguin and the dolphin, which it kind of looks goofy, but it's kind of funny. Like I would play the penguin, but like the dolphin that does not even touch the bike and it's just like going. That's a bit goofy, but it's just how far gaming has come, I guess, or how far it's fallen. You can you can decide for yourself, but man, uh, I've just been playing older games honestly. For how like for newer games, it's like the graphics are good and everything, but like there's just a charm that the old games have and like have had where the companies actually like cared about not just the people that they were making the product for, but they just cared about the stories they were telling, the characters they were making, just the game in general. And with like listening to the people that support you, understand that like you as a company have your own creative direction. You can do what you want at the end of the day, but like to an extent, if your people say, "Hey, we kind of like this, we may not like this," you might, listen if you don't want to like lose people. Because especially with like going back to Minecraft again, I don't really think that people have them in a chokehold or anything, being like, uh, I don't know what's something that they've wanted, but they haven't really been in like a chokehold, being like, you need to do this, you need to put this in the game, but like, they're just like, hey, it'd be cool if you put this in the game, and they're just like, you meant another pointless mob that doesn't add anything to the game? We'll put that instead. And like, some of them are cool. Frogs are cool in the game. You can wear your frog girl skin in peace now, knowing that there are frogs that you can put into a little habitat by your house. But like, at the same time, it's like, I don't know. It's just a constant cycle of companies never listening. Even if you want to take it back further, and I don't even play this game, but like World of Warcraft, apparently this was happening too. Because like, I guess the game is not great now, but people were wanting them to make servers that were like, it's like the mechanics of how the games were back then, but you can play it. You can like go back and forth between like the old way that it's played and like just the new game in general, or even just put like the mechanics back of uh like how they had like Rise of the Lich King or whatever. Apparently that was the mechanics that they liked the best. It was like you could just put it back to that, and they were like, no. And even when people would make like servers that wouldn't pocket from the people who made World of Warcraft, it was like out of the creator's own pocket and everything. They just wanted to play it for the love of the game. They were like, "You're stealing money from us. We're going to shut this server down," even though you are not actually stealing money. But we just feel like that, I guess. But yeah. man. The only good new game that I've been playing is Marvel Rivals. I'm a pretty decent Hulk main. That's like the only character I get the most kills on, to be honest. I tried playing other characters. I'm okay with Bucky. I do decently with Venom, but Hulk mainly. That's really the only like newer game that I've played. I've been playing like Skyrim and even older games like how Nintendo Switch has like where if you get like the Nintendo Online you can play like old games. So I've been playing like me and my friend have been playing like Link to the Past on it and it bleh, SNES and like Mario 64 and stuff like that. And honestly, I feel like it's been a more fun and fulfilling experience than trying to wait for these companies to actually make better games. Call of Duty's another example. With Call of Duty, like I've never like I've played Call of Duty, but like in the like different Call of Duty games, but like I've never really been like a sweat or anything. But or just like super into Call of Duty. It's just kind of a fun game, but like it's kind of I guess it's kind of a mix between like developers not putting in things that like actual hardcore Call of Duty people like and then also sweats. I think like the newest game that came out, I don't even know what it's called, but people were already trying to do like Easter eggs in the zombie mode and stuff and like the game literally just came out. So it's like a mixture of both. It's like a mixture of YouTube sweats and the company not listening. So it's not just like Nintendo, but Nintendo is the biggest one right now because now they're being like, not only will we not listen to you, but we're going to make you pay a bunch of money for the games that we make now, which personally I'm not going to be paying $100 for the new like Kirby or whatever, but if you want to, you can, I guess. Man, I really hope that people who are like into making games will play old games, find the things that people liked about the old games, and then make new games with those mechanics so that we have better games. But I don't know when that'll happen. I hope it will happen. I don't want to say, well, if it doesn't happen. I hope it will happen, but I don't know when. But for now, I'm going to just play my older games, just have my little nostalgia trip, I guess, of back in my day, these were better times or whatever. But I mean, they were in a sense. But I'll just do that for now. Yeah, the state of gaming is mind numbing at times, but hopefully it will get better. But that's really all I wanted. Well, that's the only topic I really could think of today, honestly. But I hope you enjoyed this rant. If you would like more content, leave a comment of topics that you would like me to talk about, and subscribe, and maybe hit the notification bell so that when I upload more stuff, you will be notified as what the notification bell is for. But hope you guys have, it's evening where I am, but hope you guys have a good morning, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will catch you all in the next video. My mouse died.